this lesson, we are going to look at the conditional tense in English. This tense is used for all of life's uncertainties, the what-ifs, the whens, the maybes. Let's start at the beginning, with conditional tense number 1. This is called the real conditional, because it is about real-life, probable situations. If I have time today, I will call you. You have two parts or clauses to this sentence. The if clause, which takes the present tense in the real conditional, and the result clause, which shows what will happen as a consequence of the if clause. This second part takes the future auxiliary verb will if it's a one-off, specific situation, and the present tense if it's a regular habit. If I exercise before work, I feel much more energized. In this structure, if can only go with the present tense. A common mistake is to put the word will after if. You can't do that. Present tense only. We can use this structure for negotiating, as it describes what the two parties will do to reach an agreement. If you agree to the new payment conditions, we will sign the contract now. Other words apart from if that fit with this structure are words like when, as soon as, and unless, which means if not. Have a look at these examples. When I get their confirmation, I will let you know. As soon as she replies, I'll send the quote. Unless I hear from them, I will assume the meeting is still going ahead. Let's look at conditional tense number 2, the unreal conditional. This is called unreal because it is for talking about unlikely, improbable situations. It's unrealistic for the moment. We use it to talk about hopes, dreams, and what-ifs. For example, if I had $1 million, I would buy a huge yacht in the Caribbean. We structure it like this. If plus subject plus past simple, followed by the conditional auxiliary would or could, and the infinitive without to. Once again, if cannot go with the auxiliary would. It sticks with the past simple structure. In negotiating, it's useful for finding out what the prospect would want in an ideal world. If you had unlimited time and resources, how would you change your company's working methods? You can also use this tense for likely situations, but it has an interesting effect. It creates distance between you and your suggestion, allowing for less intensity in the request. Using the real conditional shows that you think it will happen. The unreal implies that it's a genuine question. You're not sure how the listener will respond. If we dropped our price by 5%, would you increase your order by 10%? The third and final conditional is the past conditional. This is the conditional we use to talk about how a situation in the past could have been improved or changed, or maybe made worse. If you hadn't been at the office, we would never have received the special delivery. This is saying, luckily, you were there, so everything was okay. But have a look at this example. If you had told me what you needed, I could have helped you. But sadly, you didn't tell me, so I didn't know how to help you. This form is usually used after an event has happened, in a debrief, for example, when we look at how to improve things next time. If we had qualified that lead better, we would have understood his needs. Next time, make sure you dedicate enough time to qualifying before calling. Or, that was a great idea of yours. If you hadn't suggested raising our prices by 1.5%, we wouldn't have beaten last year's profits. Now let's look closely at this structure. If plus subject plus past tense of have, had, plus past participle, followed by the subject with would, or could, or might, plus the present perfect structure, have, and the past participle. Look at the following sentences and try to find the missing word before it appears on the screen. Okay, a quick recap of the structure. The real conditional. If plus present tense, followed by will plus infinitive or present tense. Unreal conditional. If plus past simple, followed by would or could and the infinitive. Past conditional. If plus subject plus had and past participle, followed by would and a present perfect structure, have and past participle. So there you have it, the 3 conditionals. Now try some exercises to see if you have understood. Good luck.